wrecking cars moves us. What moves you?
I just feel like the system is failing. The system is failing us. They're failing us because we're the ones that have to live with these people when they're released.
On October 15th of last year, Monique Baza was brutally attacked and abducted in the Crown Bakery parking lot. Ray Charles Tatautau Camacho is accused of then taking Baza to another location where she was sexually assaulted and robbed of her ATM card. Ray Torres Tatautau, the same man now accused of the Nimitz Hill home invasion and beating, was accused of meeting up with Baza's attacker, Camacho, getting the ATM card from Camacho that he had stolen from Baza, and then racking up $847 in illegal charges. Tatautau was arrested and confined, with bail set at $100,000, but on November 19th of 2012, the charges against him were dismissed. Assistant Attorney General Gerald Henderson filed a motion to dismiss, but the only reason given in the motion is, quote, that it is in the best interest of justice. Judge Elizabeth Barrett Anderson granted the motion to dismiss, but without prejudice, which means that these charges can still be brought up against Tatautau again. But why were the charges dismissed?
I met with the AG and, he told me that, because there was not enough circumstantial evidence that they released him, dismissed the charges.
So they told you they didn't have enough evidence for Tatautau. Do you think there was enough evidence?
There's ATM machines with cameras. They didn't only go to one ATM machine. They went to several ATM machines. They used my card at a gas station. So I'm pretty sure that there was enough evidence somewhere to pin these people to using my card.
In fact, Baza says she did all the legwork herself, asking her bank about getting any video or photos from the ATM machines that they used from her bank. Baza says she didn't even know that Tatautau was released until he approached one of her family members at a store to plead his innocence.
I'm scared because in the case, these people knew where I lived. And if he's approaching my family members, what more is he going to come back and hurt me or my family?
She says no one at the AG's office even asked her, the victim, what she thought about them dropping the charges.
I was never consulted at all. The only time I ever was consulted regarding my case was when they had asked me about plea agreements, and I told them they don't deserve it. They have a long history. Why are we going to offer them these plea agreements? For what? Why are we giving them second chances, third chances, fourth chances? They come right back to doing the same old things. With the AG's office, I've had a hard time getting a hold of people. I'm the one that has to contact them. I'm the one that's following up on my case. Nobody calls me back. And there's no communication whatsoever unless I'm the one that initiates it. If you would have taken care of what you needed to take care of on my case, this lady would have been spared. Something has to change because it's only been 6 months since my case and he brutally attacked this lady to where she was hanging on for dear life. Something needs to change. It has to stop. You're messing with people's lives when you make these decisions, when you don't consult these victims. You're messing with people's lives. When you're representing me, you're representing the general public. You're supposed to be looking out for the safety of the general public when you're making these decisions. Why is it so easy for this to keep happening over and over and over again? And who are the targets? Women. Women are the targets. We are the ones that have to walk in fear. We are the ones that have to check our back seats when we're going into our own car. We're the ones that have to run with somebody in East Agania because that person can't run by herself anymore. We're the ones that have to look over our shoulder when we're coming out of the movie theaters with our friends. I feel so compelled to just reach out to anybody. If this has happened to you, please come forward. Don't be silent about it anymore. You can't be silent about it anymore because it's your kids, it's your wife, it's your mother, it's your son. It's any member in your family. It could be any member in your family that could be attacked. We have 9-year-old kids that are trying to be kidnapped from buses, from bus stations. Why? So please, everybody needs to speak up. Stop being silent about these things because that's the reason why the AG's office does the things that they do. And that's the reason why these criminals have no problems going out and committing the same crimes. Because they know, they're smart enough to know what the system is like. They know where the flaws are in the system, and they know how to reach those flaws. So we need to stop keeping silent, stop being silent about everything. Come forward. Come forward. And if it takes my case to have to bring this forward, to tell people that it's okay for you to speak up. You have nothing to be ashamed about at all. You didn't ask for this. Your family didn't ask for this. I'm not the only one that suffers. My family suffers with me. My children, my husband, my parents, my siblings, they all suffer with me. So it's not only me that it affects everybody. So everybody needs to speak up about it. It's a community thing. It's a family thing. It's a community thing. Everybody needs to take part and do something to change it, because that's the only way that these people are going to stay behind bars.